Amen. Praise him. Grab the basket, 2 tens. Throw that up in there, baby. 2 tens in the basket for Jesus. So the name of the game is fucking... No!
I'm cold inside when it comes to Fall Guys. The only time I ever feel a thing.
Do you just ever face it on your girl or your man and just
Baking soda. I need baking soda. Oh shit. I'm getting tired. Now you only gave $5. Jesus loves you, sure, but the lady over here who gave 20, man, would you like to stand up and speak to God? That's one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Oh, it's so cute. It can barely breathe because it's been bred so that its nose is as close to its fucking brain and face as possible. There you go. See, look, he put his weapon away. Or is he jerking off? Sir? You can go off at any time. It can happen at any time. Oh. Oh, whoa.
Who redeemed this? Hello, I'm going down with the sickness. Hello, I'm going down with the sickness.
Parkour. Y'all see that shit? Bro, I could have gone to the Olympics, but instead I went to the lands between. They wanted me for the Olympics, though, but unfortunately. You see my vertical, bro? Brother, you see this shit? Literally fuck with me. Actually fuck with me. You can't touch this. You're a stupid bastard. I'm gonna hit you off and never think about you again. Just like your parents. Chat, boner stream, dude. Stream ends when I'm not hard anymore. I got a sensor on my cock. Stream automatically shuts off. I've rigged a system to unplug my PC the moment I'm soft. Sir, for 15 easy payments of 1982, we can ensure that the Lord grants you a sweet, nice little townhouse up there in heaven. Listen, I don't want to make any promises, but I guarantee we're going to nestle you into a nice little 2-bed, 2-bath up there in heaven. You're not going to have to worry. Amen. Oh, what? They're coming after me? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, it's the fucking Catholics. When you ask for extra refried beans at Taco Bell. I looked at the dump and thought, I might be bisexual. That's how big that dump was. That just came out of me. Smoke a blunt, roll it up, take a hit, let it up. Oh, look at it. Looks like he's shitting. This is me after I have Taco Bell. Before we get in, don't forget to make unwanted sexual advances to that subscribe button before we get into the video today, chat.
Gucci?
Day 15. The cows aren't suspicious of me. They have no idea. Baby.
Hey, Pete. Do you remember that steam pipe explosion when we were kids? Well, that's what Mom built this station.
Hey, Pete. Remember that terrible, traumatic event that was absolutely awful? Bunch of people died when we were children. Remember that? What did he just say? Smoke a blunt in front of a middle school on Wednesday. Dude, imagine the cat with a gun. That is essentially Pow World. Get on out of there, Bessie. You'll be okay. Just calm down, Bessie. Imagine this angel with a loaded Glock 40. You want to make a sandwich at home that tastes like you got it out? Chop up your lettuce or whatever you're using. Chop it up nice. Put it in a bowl and squeeze oil and vinegar into it and fucking salt it. Maybe a little black pep. And frankly, I do think he's a weirdo, and honestly, Baka got a weird case. Why the fuck?
I'm gonna be You good? I'm good.
Man, what happened to your eyes? Are they hurting you at this old folks home? When I ask my homie for a key, I ain't talking about them bricks, you know what I'm saying? Shoo! She's gonna do it. Come on. Oh, she did it!
Baguette, what do you think? Wow.
Bro, the 8 Mile reboot looks crazy.
Oh, me.
Ew, this thing is hideous. Oh my god, look at its teeth. Oh, they're huge. Test. All right, we here? Uh-oh. Where is... Hold on. That's not good. Uh-oh.
You guys can hear me, yeah? You guys should be able to hear me. Command coin. Honestly, I'll bring the coin game up, but coin game's a little dead, I'm gonna be honest. I just haven't had time to work on it and this, that, and the third. You know how it goes, partner. But how are you doing that? There you go. You're such a funny motherfucker. There you go. I honestly am loving the single monitor. I've been using just one monitor for a little bit now. This is fun. I can do this. We have almost, hold on, we are having some drop frames. If anybody's over on YouTube, shout out to y'all. Your YouTube isn't maintaining enough video, blah, 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 blah. You guys let me know if things are...
Oh, I had the wrong thing on, lol. If stream is getting choppy, feel free just to let me know. It really shouldn't. I should have done everything I needed to ensure this shit doesn't get choppy. But, you know, on the off chance it does or this, that, whatever, you guys just feel free to let me know. The audio should be impeccable right now. The audio should be great, honestly. Kingy, unbelievable. What's up, baby girl? Babe, oh, you're embarrassing me. No, you're not. I'm joking. I'm just fucking around. Wait, what is my regular? Okay, I mean, that's fine. It's 6 of 1, half a dozen. Yes, the audio should be great. I doubled down and double checked and this, that, and the third with my audio before. We are at 4.0 for drop frames. Hold on, 4.0 dropped frames. Mark this. I'm just going to mark this for 20 minutes because I want to make sure I remember the number. Because that number of 4, if we come to my desktop, 4% drop frames, it's already dropping. Look, here's the thing. Drop frames happen, even if you're on directly connected to your router, it can happen. The reason I'm just concentrated on that and wondering is because, yo, what's up, Nav? Unreal. Is because, I am live on YouTube as well. So sometimes the thing I use to stream to both can sometimes be a little iffy, this, that. Nav, let's see how long it's been, dude. Nav, it's been almost 2 full years. The last message you sent in here, you were telling me on 10/8/2024 that gotta see that chicken. The last message you sent here was chicken. I don't know what. Guys, welcome in. I appreciate y'all for getting on in here today, early, midday on a Saturday during the summer. Who knows what you're up to? Cheers. I'm drinking some cold brew. Listen, man. 1 second. This is life. People be dying, but, you know, every day more and more people who are a part of the greatest show of all time, The Sopranos. Wands, how are you doing? Are passing away, unfortunately. Vincent Pastore, just got the news, who played Big Puss, which is the reason for my stream title today. Hey, Push. Did she even really exist? Crazy, dude. I'm going to catch up on chat in a second. I'm a little behind, but just crazy, dude. It's just such a bummer for me. Ashley told me and literally came and gave me a hug. She's so funny. She knew. She was like, oh my God. She's funny. But, yeah, man, just, you know, every day, more and more people from the greatest show of all time, you know, especially because so many of them were already super old when the show debuted and premiered. It's just a shame, man. So if you're going to have one today, pour one out for Big Puss, Pompanciero. Does anybody here know his first name in the show? His real name is Vincent Pastore. In the show, he goes by Big Puss. Do you know in the show his real name? In the show. His last name is Pompanciero. Let me catch up. Volar, how are you doing, brother?
$20. What do you got?
Do not redeem the card.
Volar, Parter, Blind Bat, how are you doing? Guys, welcome. Nav, you know, I actually always do, I'll be honest. I get annoyed to shit when people ask me if they remember me, if they weren't memorable. You were memorable. You chilled here for a long time. You came in a lot. You know, you were here for some good combos. Of course I remember you, bro. It's so funny. It's like you're going to get a different response. You're going to get a different response. Sometimes people ask that, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. And then other times people ask, do you remember me? And I'll be like, bro, I'll coddle you. I'll be like, of course. Of course, little baby. Oh, let me get some tunage. Guys, good to be streaming again. I only streamed twice last month. I only had enough time to stream twice last month. Kind of crazy, right? Here I am starting off day 1 of August streaming, so that's a good sign for this month. Maybe I'll have more streams. Shout out to anybody watching over there on YouTube. I just want to check how the YouTube stream is looking. 1 second. Shout out to anybody watching over there. Okay, it looks great. Cool. Nav, dude, how are you doing, man? It's good to see you. Let me catch up here. Drop frames. Wands, how are you doing? Baby girl Lisa, how are you doing? Parter, my guy. Guys, I appreciate you all. You could be doing a bunch of different stuff, but you're hanging out with me today, dude. Probably live 2, 3, maybe 4 hours today. But even now, as I think about it, 3 hours from now will be 6:30 my time. I'm kind of like, you know, I'd like to be done by then. I also would love if that's kind of better. It's like 6 of one, half a dozen, one of the other. What are you going to do? The mic is always in the way. What are you going to do? Maybe I put the mic over there. You know, maybe I put the microphone. I'm not going to move it today, but I do want to show off. I want to show you guys. And I can show y'all very easily. Right here. You can hear me now. You're not hearing me through this. You're hearing me through the phone. I'll show you guys though. Give me 2. You know what? Give me 1 second. So I have moved. I used to. And we're back. This should run much smoother. Yeah, if I remember correctly, medium runs the best at 60 FPS. So, basically, I've moved. I only do 1 monitor now. And I'm going to be honest, I fucking love it. Like, I actually hate. Hold on, did you get that chicken? Salvatore, yep. Wands, you know. Wands, how are you doing, bro? Frankly, I could turn off the microphone on this. Test. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'd rather just use this microphone. So I just like, dude, it's down there. You can kind of see the little monitor down there. I just like, it's always been on my desk. As long as I've had this desk, I've had 2 monitors. And I'm going to be frank. It's like too much on my desk. Like I like space. I like this. I like that. I love having this giant chunk of space here now. Like right here. Maybe I'll put the mic instead of here. I'll move it over here, possibly. But one thing I do as well, as you guys saw last time, is I'll put Sophia's blanket right here. And she loves it. Let me stop this. Boom. Boom, we're back. All right. You know, it's funny because I could also just literally do it this way. Like, I could just do this to show you. And it's actually well, you see the monitor. Yeah, that's true. You do see that. You do end up seeing the monitor a little bit. Did you get that chicken, Nav? I'm getting my first ever public gig. Can we get ones in chat for wands? Or else? Good for you. Good for you, wands. That's super cool, dude. I wish you the best. Just remember, dude. Picture everybody in underwear. No, there's no real easy way to perform live. Like, you just have to do it and get over it. There's not like a trick or a tip. My tip and trick would be fucking, wait, what? One mess? One message delete. Did I miss something? I must have missed something. I don't even care to look. Thank you, mods. I trust in y'all for whoever did that. So I do appreciate you guys. It was a bot. I figured. Thank you. Salvatore Boyle. I just heard his name the other day. That's why I'm getting Sopranos clips on my YouTube feed. Yep. Yeah, probably. I have a few Sopranos things actually on my desktop, literally right here. Like some of my favorite moments from the show and stuff. Like, but we're not going to go over those now. But yeah, dude. Oh, Share the Dank. I didn't even see you. Share, how are you doing? But yeah, man. Probably not planning on living for 2 fucking years. Life gets fast. It does, doesn't it? I'm out on that limb. I've been live in front of people before, just not playing music. Yeah, like I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, here's the tip. Here's the trick. You just have to get over it and do it. There's no real way to get over it as much as there is like you just get used to it, right? Like even if I went live in front of 20 people now, like in real life performing, I'd still have some of those jitters. Maybe not jitters, but I'd have like that antsiness. I'd be content. I'd be comfortable and all that.
Let me set the stage for you here.
But you know, it's no joke, man. That shit takes effort, energy, yada yada, and it's really not easy. Oh, so you're good. So perfect. Glad to hear that. Shout out to you, Wans. Yeah, man, just such a shame Vincent Pastore died. But again, these guys are getting old, dude. Like, so many actors from the best show of all time are no longer here with us. And, you know, sometimes it makes me worried about, like, the legacy of a show when some of the people who are important to it aren't around to carry it. You know? Blind Bat, I didn't even say hi, bro. What's going on with you? How are you doing, man? How you doing today? Swaddle me too, please. I will... This motherfucker. I'll swaddle you, bitch. But yeah, it's just a bummer, right? It's just a shame. Nav, dude, I was probably not planning on living. I'm sorry, bro. I'm glad you're still here. Glad you're still with us. Now, I might fall apart on stage. Oh, yeah, of course. Good to have you back. Honestly, no jitters. P. Dizzle. Oh, I'm gonna burp. Oh, PPD, how are you doing, bro? What's going on with you, man? How you feeling? How's it hanging with you? It's the lights. The lights are so bright that they throw this extra camera. That's what it is. I'm stupid. Don't mind me. That's set up for a very good reason. Let me actually show you. I'm gonna be honest, I fucking hate how iPhone does this. Like, when I have my phone charging on the side, it's the worst. It's literally the worst. Literally the worst. Literally the worst. Literally, I have to rotate it. I hate the iPhone. I do. Like, the iPhone does so many things that are like such lack of ingenuity, where they used to be like the forefront. I'll show you. I had this and I had this. Because Ashley and I might play a card game on stream later where I'll have you guys will just see. Super funny though. Yeah, dude, the iPhone is just stupid. It really is. Like, it does things that it's like ingenuity and it's like, no, annoying. iPhone no longer breaks the seal on ingenuity. They copy. They haven't implemented new ideas for a long time. They've more so just reacted to ideas. I wish you the best, though, Wands. I hope you've been well. Guys, speaking of Wands, because Wands always bought so much merch. Again, for those of you who weren't here last stream when I talked about this, finally, I'm only going to talk about it for a minute. Merch prices are under control and on a reliable shop, unlike Streamlabs OBS. I wanted to get away from them. I am on Fourth Wall now, as you can see. Tees, I used to run sales for $20 tees. Now they can just always run at $20 and I can make a nice piece and get you guys some merch at a nice price. Very excited to announce that. I announced that last time. So yeah. So for any of you who got merch on the old site, you know, it's still fine. It's really the same quality. It's just you happen to have gotten it On the old site. Streamlabs, though, is taken down. The only Streamlabs tied to this stream now is some of my commands, which I will probably move over to Stream Elements fully. But my alerts are on Stream Elements, so I'm happy about that. What else? Anything else to update you guys on? There's been a lot going on. Like I told you guys, feeling way better at work. Blind Bat especially, because I talked to him in person about this. I wanted to make sure he heard it. Like, I had my review. I'm just going to put it this way. I was shocked and surprised. 2 thumbs up. Not 2 thumbs down. Shocked and surprised, 2 thumbs down, you could imagine. You could also imagine shocked and surprised, 2 thumbs up. So very, very stoked on that. Feeling very good at work. And you know, the thing was, like, so many things did work out at work for me. It was just this nagging feeling of like, I'm going to be pigeonholed or I'm going to be left behind. It's become obvious they do have plans for the future for me there, which is very, very nice. Voller, my bad. My bad, Voller.
I missed this. Voller, you had, Voller, hold on. Radio voice.
Come on down. Come on down. There you go, Voller. I didn't even see you redeem that. Why did you redeem? Yeah, thank you. Voller, cheers to you, man. Always good to have you here. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, PPD. Doing good. You're doing good. School and stuff. Little mood lighting for you. You know what? Oh, that's right. No, my lights don't work on my... Stupid, because they're always updating shit. I don't know why Hugh will always do this, or like, maybe it's Hugh, maybe it's Stream Deck. I have to completely redo all the buttons for my Hues on my Stream Deck. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. I have to use my phone to do it for now. A lot of people. But like, if we want that sexual... that mood... What do you think? Hold on, let's put everybody in that mood. That actually looks really good. Sounds really immersive. Ooh, the radio. It sounds good, doesn't it? Little mood lighting for you. Not getting that deep too soon. I meant leaving. Thank you, okay. I was worried. I was like, bro, you can talk. The fact that Harry Potter that I grew up with has... Yeah, for sure. For sure. Many of them gone, unfortunately. So, I finished Lord of the Rings. I want to read the books. I have to be honest. The movies were underwhelming. I'm going to be honest. We talked about this the other day, and I was like, no, I liked the movies. I did. But especially even the extended cuts.
Let's switch back to Demon Voice. This isn't as abrasive. This is way easy. Yeah, for sure.
No, we're coming back to regular voice. Fellowship of the Ring is hands down, I think. I would say hands down the best of the 3. Like, especially after finishing Return of the King. Yeah, Aragon kind of becoming king and that is just like, it feels swept over. Even the end of the movie in a lot of ways feels swept over. Now, maybe that's how the books are. Like, I'm going to tell you this. It makes me want to read the books because I want to learn more of the place Frodo and Gandalf go to at the end of the movie. You know, the best parts of the whole trilogy to me is the first half of the first movie when we just get to meet everybody. When Bilbo's heavily involved, it's honestly the best the series has to offer, I think. The joining of the Fellowship, amazing. When they first set out, amazing. Everything with the Balrog, amazing. Like 10 out of 10 film. Gandalf's moments in the first movie, amazing. The end of the first movie with what's his name dying, amazing. Kind of the hopelessness, right? I think part of the reason the first one's the best is because once the Fellowship is essentially broken up, you know, it kind of sucks. Like, Boromir's dead. It's just Legolas, Gimli, and what's his name running around. You know, the other 2 hobbits are kind of on their own journey. That's fun. But like, so that's because Gandalf doesn't know the ring. See, that's where I'm a little confused, because in the movie, doesn't Bilbo leave Frodo the ring? And then that makes me really want to read the books, because then I'm like, so how much did the ring sink into Frodo over those 17 years? Because just in the movie, it's obvious how much the ring sunk its claws into Frodo. In the in the movie, they say it's 13 months' time since they left the Shire and came back, which is fine, but I just feel like that's roughly the time Frodo had the ring, maybe give or take a half a year. So that to me kind of feels like, okay, something about learning it was the true ring and holding it started to affect him. You know, my next thought is, how come it didn't affect Bilbo the same? Right? Out of the whole... Hold on, let me catch up. Okay, so when Gandalf leaves to go and learn about the ring, that's 17 years. Not like in the movie, they make it feel like 17 days, right? So makes sense, okay. Well, I get that it was a retcon, but like, how come it didn't... Okay. A retcon, I get it then. Because like, I guess my thought was this. Damn, look at how the ring is destroying Frodo during his journey. But then I think Bilbo had it for all those years, didn't live so long. Unquestionably, the best part of the series... the first movie and like the last 20 minutes of the final movie, I dead ass was crying yesterday. I watched the last 30 minutes of the film of Return of the King extended in the tub. I set up on my little tripod with my AirPods in, and I get comfy in the tub and I just watch it. It's amazing experience. I was literally like, when Frodo's leaving, I was fucking crying. Bro. I was like, because, like, it's sad. It's, like, so obvious. Because really what's saddest of all is, and you totally see why it's war-inspired, Frodo sacrificed everything about himself so that everybody else could survive. So that everybody else could live, right? AKA war. AKA soldiers, essentially, right? So, like, that... Hold on. We're going up. That was just super sad to me. He never fully healed from it. I will say this, though. It felt like in the movie what they leaned on more. Oh, hold on. See you, brother. Falling asleep. Yo, see you in 2 years, Nav. Hey, make it sooner, bro. As long as you need. Whatever you need, bro. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm streaming theirs, and that's a name I'll always remember. Stu Gott's my guy. I don't want to talk about it, Stu. But, so in the movies, they made me feel as though obviously the ring had taken a piece of him. But, yeah, it's the Morgul blade that they really make it seem like that's what fucked with him. Now, that could just be the talking point to make it easier to understand or say to the audience. But my whole thing with that was kind of like, can't the elves heal him better? Can't they this, that? I don't know. Gandalf survived a plunge from 10,000 feet. You know, can't they? And so then that was like another thing, is that I don't like Frodo in the last two movies. I love him in the first one. Now, I think that's a testament to how the author originally probably, and the creators wanted you to feel. He goes from being innocent, this, that, to kind of just like, oh, he's almost like a little evil, or like you don't know if you could trust him, or this, that. It all really changes after he gets stabbed, for sure. For sure. Not yet. I'm seeing it in IMAX 70mm in 14 days.
it's not even that he's whiny. It's more so that I'm kind of like, I don't like who he's becoming. And he's just becoming like super emo, for lack of a better term. And I get why, right? It's to symbolize what it's taking from him. So I guess like that I understand. So I guess, for me, and I'm sure it's similar in the books, but I kind of hated how Frodo got up there and didn't want to drop the ring. But it also at the same time made sense. And then what it really got me wondering was, should it have been Bilbo? Would Bilbo have been able to do that? Or would Bilbo not have been able to do that once he got there? Type shit, right? Because as we see with Bilbo, he is a little evil for the ring. When he sees Frodo and wherever the elves are, he's like, why shouldn't it be mine? Right? A little evil. But how they do the aging of Bilbo is magnificent. Sad, all that. Oh, man. Gollum, I like and hate. For me, it's just not believable that somebody wouldn't have killed him by the end. Right? You feel me? For some reason, there's something about the final battle that just doesn't feel as intense as it should. Like, maybe, and again, I'm not a filmmaker. Maybe I felt like they should have been losing more. Like, it felt like mankind was about to get wiped out, right? They're fighting the giant troll. There's all these orcs. I don't know. There was something about the final battle. Like, I will say, the best battles in the movie, I think a lot of people would say the Battle of Helm's Deep, but no. For me, the best battle in the whole series, the whole 3 movies of Lord of the Rings, is the Balrog. Everything within Moria, is it Moria? Everything within Moria is the best battle sequences in the whole series, which is probably why I like Fellowship of the Ring the best. The fight in the crypt is amazing. The fight getting out of the crypt, then against the Balrog, like all of that. And then I love the battle where Frodo gets stabbed and what's his name? Boromir dies. And like, I'm going to be real, the second movie is mostly forgettable for me. And I know that a lot of people consider that one the best one because of the Helm's Deep stuff. No, I take that back. It's not forgettable because I love the king, the first king, the guy who's like bewitched and comes back. I shouldn't say that about the second movie. I shouldn't. But like, when I think about my favorite battles, it's the one where Pippin and the woman who shouldn't be there go into battle and she does the I'm not a man and stabs the Norgol or the Morgul, whatever. I do like the Ent stuff. Yes, I do like that stuff. I will be honest. That CGI has aged the worst of the whole films. But like for me, the battle sequences are the best unquestionably in the first movie. Unquestionably. Yeah, I guess, I said it out loud to myself yesterday after I finished. I said, maybe I should have left those movies in the past, and maybe I should have left them in my mind where they were. I had only really seen the whole trilogy once. I've probably seen Fellowship of the Ring 2 to 3 times total in my life. I had never seen the extended cuts. And I'm going to be honest, I walked away from the movies I walked into it thinking, Peter Jackson, what an accomplishment, what an achievement. These are definitive films, XYZ. And that was really off of other people's discussion, the reception of the internet and other people. But then also like my interpretation when I was younger. I kind of walked away. I'll be totally honest here. I hate when they remake stuff. I walked away thinking in 10 or 20 more years, we're going to need a new Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's what I thought. And maybe it was always destined for that regardless. But I actually walked away from it even thinking, even in 5 years, maybe they redo the trilogy. Like, I actually do not believe that this trilogy is so sacred, it's untouchable, right? The Godfather, still to this day so sacred, and not just sacred for what it was and represented then, but for what it still is now when you sit down and watch it. They can never remake The Godfather. It's too good of a film. I walked away from Lord of the Rings thinking it could use maybe a new trilogy, because it's not perfect. And those are just my thoughts. I'm going to be honest. I'd say the most underwhelming one is probably, I don't know if it's the third or the second. But, hold on, I got to catch up on chat. Stugatz, how are you doing today? Have you seen Odyssey? One's in chat if you've seen Odyssey, guys. There's this thing, no one by their own accord. But Frodo's not a person. He's a hobbit. But I get it. Only an accident, essentially. So you're telling me that say Gollum had been killed. The only way the ring could have been destroyed would have been if Sam essentially pushed Frodo in. Because if Sam had taken it from him in a struggle and been like, I'll do it, he would have been like, and it would have been fucking whispering sweet nothings in his ear. Even if it was the first time he touched the ring. I mean, how we understand a person. I mean, I guess if we're expanding the definition of the word, but like, is an elf a person? I guess technically, yes, if we exist in that world. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying they're not in our interpretation of what people and a person is. Come on, that's fucked up. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's bitch shit. You know what I really think should have happened? In the opening scene when they show how Isildur couldn't do it, fucking Mr. Anderson should have just hit him with a bow. Wow, okay. So Gandalf is not a mortal. Like, what is Gandalf? So that's what I think the movie, maybe in the regular trilogy, couldn't have done better, but maybe in the extended cuts. Who is Gandalf? Where do they go at the end of the movies with the elves? Who are the elves? Like, who? There's just so many questions. And one thing I did, and it could be how it's done in the book. And, that's so funny. Navs, how are you doing? I know he's on par with Sauron, but I don't know. No, because I am gonna read the books. I am. So it's like, do I want the answers or do I not? I'll tell you the answers I want. Yes. What the fuck is Gandalf? Because I don't know how about this? If you guys don't think reading the books will reveal it to me, tell me. Sure. Who the fuck and what is Gandalf? You know, one thing I felt is that Gimli and what's his name, Legolas, really becomes so not important in books 2 and 3, or in movies 2 and 3. And I really loved Gimli, and I hated how he was kind of comedic relief. Because it's just like, haha, little person, comedic relief. He's short, stocky, and angry. Ha ha ha. Like, it felt like kind of convenient to me. Legolas is the most boring character. Nothing to it. Like, Legolas, anybody who's like, Legolas is my favorite, it's like, we get it. You want to fuck him. Like, get over it. Like, he's the most boring, nothing character. Elves kind of suck in general. I kind of hate the elves. They're interesting. They're all, like I said, elves are eugenists. They're all fucking little baby Hitlers waiting to happen. Elves. They're all obsessed with genes. Navs, dude, how have you been? Wands, dude, command coin. Or Maiar. So they're not man. They're not human. Essentially. Okay. Okay. Cool. I like this. Oh, he's the other race of elf. Because we first see the noble ones, who is... Shut the fuck. Is that real, Lick Frog? Is he fucking oversimplifying this, or is that dead ass what Lick Frogs just said? Because I know orcs they were once elves, right? Or something happened. I know that. I just like, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes maybe I do need hand holding. Why is the third age coming to an end? Why? Is it predestined, predetermined? Why is everyone so confident? Yeah, no, I know that. But how do they become orcs, right? That's how it is in like everything that usually involves orcs and elves, not just Lord of the Rings. Like, why is everyone so certain this is the end of the third age? How do we know that? And then why do the elves want to leave? Why do the elves? Why don't they want to stay? And then, like, what happens to the... I don't know. Here's what I disliked about the end of the third movie. First off, it goes from amazing, you have tears in your eyes, when Aragorn just goes, my friends, you bow to no one. I was like, yo, that's fucking hard. Like, that is one of the most powerful moments in the whole trilogy, along with, well, I'm not a man, bitch. Pow! Bro, that shit was so hard. My king! Boromir dying. Jesus Christ. Like, especially in the Fellowship of the Ring, when they show Katie Blanchett or whatever, or Kate Blanchett, whatever her name is, as like they don't do a good job of explaining who has those other, like, the way they introduce in the Fellowship of the Ring is one of the best intros, in my opinion, to a movie ever, to get you there. Like, I think, and I was reading how Peter Jackson didn't want that intro in Fellowship, where they show kind of the fight with Isildur. They do the explanation, the narration, in my opinion, is truly like masterclass in how you get people up to speed who haven't read the books, right? It is so well done, that first 20 minutes of showing the fight, showing this, the elves, the 9 were crafted, the 3 rings of elves, the 2 to orcs or whatever, right? I think that's masterclass. I really do. Like, I'm impressed by it, where I'm like, oh man, they really are explaining this well. But then they totally drop the ball during the story, where I'm just sitting there like, okay, so which elves have which rings? What ring does Gandalf have? Where are the dwarf rings? Where are all the rings of man? And I guess those, the 9, the bad evil guys had them, right? It's just, I do kind of wish they did a little bit of that. It might be a little hand-holdy, I'll admit. Yeah, wait, but how do they become orcs? That's my question. So Gandalf is one of the Maiar. Like, unless I'm tripping, guys, maybe I'm wrong. In the movies, does the word Maiar ever even get said? I don't think they ever address Gandalf as what he is. And that's what's very, in my opinion, maybe I missed it. That, to me, was like a misstep, because I'm kind of sitting there thinking, did Gandalf die or not in Fellowship? He has no memory, but then he kind of just does have a memory. And then it's like Gandalf was dead for 1,000 years. It's just a little confusing. So let me catch up here. Elves are inbred. Let me catch up. You need to read or listen to the Silmarillion. Okay. I got it. I'm writing this down. Orcs are a subset of old elves who were corrupted by Melkor, basically Lucifer. And Melkor, that's, I remember he said his name was based off big evil guy, Sauron's boss. That's another thing. I don't actually, and I do think it was a big misstep in the movie, and maybe they could have done it at the beginning of 2 or the beginning of 3. Like, so I think it's movie 2 where they do a great job. Like, the intro of movie 1 and movie 2 are so awesome. Introducing the story, and then in movie 2, introducing Gollum. I thought that was great, right? I feel like maybe it's by movie 3. I think they should have done like a, who the fuck is Sauron, right? And maybe they could have done a little 20-minute intro where they're kind of just showing how Sauron, because like, I gotta be honest, I don't understand how Sauron is always there, but he can't make himself into physical again. I don't understand, like, how does Sauron get the ring? Who brings it where so that Sauron can fucking come back to more flesh and then go, great, yoink, thanks, bro. I don't get it. So part of me, and I think this is a misstep of the movie that made me care less of, he can't get his hands on the ring. He can't get his hands on the ring. I don't even understand or know what the fuck getting his hands on the ring looks like. Right? One thing I did love that they did is how in the final fight with Gollum in the mountain, the spider was so cool, so well done, so cool. I love how right when, is it Frodo or Gollum? Frodo puts on the ring and Sauron is like focused on the battle, and then you just see his big eye go, huh? I thought that was awesome. And then it's like, okay, now he's sending everybody there. I thought that was awesome. I thought it was almost kind of funny. Elves are, okay, hold on me. Lick Frogs, where you at, bro? We need your explanations too. Okay. Okay, got it. But so then, how can they just make new orcs? Like, then that's my question. So Saruman somehow was able to imbue the power of Melkor into orcs? Because, like, he's just kind of creating orcs, and by movie 2, he's just got an army, right? And you're kind of like, okay. But even... Okay, got it. So once orcs were created, they can continue to breed. Got it. Got it. Oh, it's not. It's for movie purposes. It felt not canon because I didn't understand it. Galadriel, Elrond, and Gandalf have the 3 rings. Okay. So... why does Gandalf have an elven ring? They never say it, comment on it. I swear to God, they never say the term Maiar. I swear to God, they never do. Why does Gandalf have that ring? What do those rings do for Elrond and Galadriel, right? And then also, Aragorn's love interest, she was dying. So what happened? She's dying, and then all of a sudden, she's okay. Sirdan, but see, so they're not in the movie, right? Got it. Okay. They don't in the movies. The Uruk-hai existed. So when you say already existed in the books, like they just all lived in a mountain somewhere. And Sauron was like, come here and fight with me. Okay. Okay. So that's what keeps them protected for so long. Is that why the Third Age is coming to an end? Because their rings are going to lose power. Therefore, they won't be able to maintain the realm. But what does maintaining the realm look like? Can't Elrond just chill out? Don't they have eternal life? Like, that's what I just didn't understand. And then also with Aragorn's love interest, she will just live forever. And one day she'll be the only person on Earth. Okay. And where do they go? And where they go, does it promise them eternal life? What happens to Bilbo, Frodo, and Gandalf? Like, what happens there? Okay. Yeah, maybe, okay. Take it easy. Navs, I'll trust you and Parter. I love how this is basically just turned into, like, motherfuckers are probably coming in here like, how's Till doing? Let's see. What are we talking about today? Lord of the Rings. Okay, so they leave Middle-earth because they understand their rings are going to stop working, essentially. Where are the dwarfs' rings? And whatever happens to the rings of men? And then, okay. I think I'm getting some answers here. I think I might rip a bowl, too. Came on stream today just to get answers. Is there anything fun and new I want to show you guys? No. Not really right now, I don't think. Ooh, excuse me. Interesting. Very interesting. See, I've heard big fans of the show or of the books talk about that Rings of Power does a lot of takes a lot of liberties, let's say. I've heard that. Which I'm not exactly opposed to, but as I'm getting into it, I don't want my understanding of this realm and this world. I don't want like it to be muddied by non-canon stuff. I'll get to that maybe after I read the books. Interesting. Okay. The power of the 9 rings of men vanished along with Sauron. So basically the rings stopped. Like, I guess here was my thought during the trilogy. Why the fuck is nobody going after these other rings? Like, why isn't Eldron, who's not going to fight, and his immortality isn't tied to the ring, why wouldn't he be like, I don't know, here you go, you know, Gimli, take this ring for extra power to help on the fight. And then vice versa, I guess the 9 rings of men were held by the Nazgul or whatever. It's really the dwarf rings that I'm more like, where the fuck were they? They probably just are died and lost. Tansy, how are you doing? Very interesting, though. Like, listen, I'm not going to say I hated the movies. The movies just left me with a lot of questions. Like, again, Aragorn's love interest. She's just healed and okay? What happened? And also, I spoiled it for myself. I read that for a long number of years, like, it's not as quick as it is in the movies, that pretty much everybody hung out for like 50, 80 years. And then Gimli, Aragorn, Gandalf, Sam went with Frodo and Bilbo to, where did they go with the elves? Like, basically everyone went together like 100 years after or something like that. Something like that. Maybe I'm wrong about the books. So, okay. But that is an answer, Parter. That they got selfish. They got this, that. Yup. Use a nuz leaf in your neck. You clever motherfucker. How are you doing, Share the Dank? Are you in Lord of the Rings at all? I'm like, I guess I am now. But yeah, that was like my thing is like, I kind of hated, where I was like, I guess in the movies I wanted a little more finality with, well, see, that was the thing about Moria that didn't make sense to me. Gimli's like, my cousin. It's like, bitch, when was the last time you saw him? Because he's a skeleton right now. That's at least 40 years. Moria is probably the best part of the whole trilogy to me, though. Everything that happens in Moria. Yeah, I just like wanted a little more finality with the king, with like what changes with the world of men, and like what Aragorn and his elven wife does, like what happens. Like I guess I just didn't like that the last time we see them for the whole trilogy, everyone's like, my friends, you bow to no one. They bow to the hobbits, which is awesome. But I'm just like, well, what happens to Aragorn? How long does he live? What happens to his wife? Does she ever go to that mysterious elf place? Is she stuck? Is she this, that? Like, yeah, just a couple of questions. Listen, I understand there's creative reasons they have to do certain things. No, I mean, Frodo was destroyed by the... I mean, I think that's the real... River, how are you doing? I think that's the real story, is that... Like I said, and I just said it before, and I think they did a good job of this in the movies. Again, and just to get you up to speed, River, hands down, Fellowship of the Ring, to me, is the best one. Hands down. It has the best fight moments, best deaths, best this, just best moments. I think like I kind of said, Frodo gets like, I don't like him in movies 2 and movies 3. And I think that's to kind of show what getting stabbed did to him, and then also what the ring is doing to him. Because, right, he's lucky to be alive because of that blade he was stabbed with. So, yeah, I just, I wanted a little more finality with, like, what's happening in the realm of men. Did Gimli and Legolas stay in touch? Did Legolas go to that elf place? Does Aragorn's wife die? Like, we never even get an answer to her sickness. Why was she sick? Right? They kind of, they kind of just speed ran it. But I don't know ball. Bro, you can watch them on HBO. They have that's what I just did, the extended ones. So Moria happens because of the Dwarven rings. Got it. Okay. In my opinion, they wanted to familiarize orcs too. Hold on, I must have missed something. They do great stuff. Wait, Bilbo's in Rings of Power, but he can't be, right? He's not old enough. Yeah. I will say, I think the way they age, like, and I love how they show you, like, in the end of the trilogy, where Bilbo's like, Frodo, I'd like to see my ring one last time. That broke my heart, where Bilbo's like, one last adventure. I was like, but I need to know what happens. Where do they go? What happens in that place? Do the elves live forever there? Do humans get extra time? When does Gandalf die? Is it heaven? I don't get it. In the books, I know who ends up going to elven heaven. I don't like how it happened in the movie and how sudden it was. Because what I read in the books is that a lot of time passes. And then Gimli, Legolas, Aragorn, Gandalf, Sam, Bilbo, and I think Frodo go together. Okay, got it. So it's just another place where they can live in like for fun. Okay. Oh, that's cool, River. Fellowship is GOAT. If they wanted to familiarize orcs, there's a reason we're not supposed to sympathize with them. Corruption is corruption, unfortunately. Hey, they're people too. You're so funny. Yeah, so River, I just rewatched the trilogy, extended versions. I hadn't seen the whole trilogy since I was a child, and I'd probably seen Fellowship 3 times total in my life. So, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted a little bit of that. Like, it just made me bummed. Here's why it was insult to injury. You're already losing these characters because the trilogy is over. So, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. When the credits started to roll on Return of the King, the first thing I said, what? I was like, what about Gimli, Legolas, and Aragorn? Like, what about the Realm of Men? What about... Like, I like how they ended it, right? I'm super with Frodo leaving, this, that. That's how it ended. But I needed more from, like, the Fellowship. I don't know. That bummed me out a little bit. Where I was just kind of like, oh, man. Like, one thing I do like about the ending, though, I will say... and especially knowing that J.R.R. Tolkien wrote this because of his experience in war... It is and isn't a happy ending. Like, I would actually argue in a lot of ways, it's like the saddest the ending could be, short of, men falling, right? And Sauron winning, right? Like, what happens to Frodo? Who, like, in the first movie is super likable and fun and friendly, and you're like, lol, Elijah Wood, right? Is crazy sad. And like when he's talking about how he just never recovers, it's like, ugh, man. Like that's hard to listen to. And I, especially like basically inserting instead of Frodo, any veteran, right? It's like they did a great thing for their country in this, but they just almost don't get to appreciate or not even appreciate. They could appreciate it. They don't get to enjoy their accomplishment, right? Frodo can appreciate what he did, I'm sure, but he can't. He can't enjoy it. And I thought they did a great job in the scene where all 4 hobbits are back getting a beer, where there is this undertone of like nobody's really happy. And I was very shocked by that in the movie. I was like, oh my God, like they're not happy. And I mean, it makes sense why Frodo wasn't able to. He's the one who bared the ring and was stabbed by the Nazgul, or whatever they're called. I'm sure there's some super fan out there who's like, Till, say it right. I agree. Not all villains need to be understood or misunderstood. I totally agree. And honestly, that's what I wanted to know too. What happens to Mordor? Do we like, is there a fucking Walmart there 10 years later? Like, do we fucking gentrify Mordor? What happens? I don't know. I agree, like how they didn't saturate media. It is kind of surprising. It is. I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, believe there was a huge ability to do like sub stories of Lord of the Rings, not with the same actors, right? Not long after the series ended, right? The trilogy. Meaning, what am I trying to say here? Like, I really believe, like, oh, okay, the trilogy's over, right? Trilogy's over. Like, why couldn't they, I want to test something. This is my alt account, lol, Dr. Chrono, lol. Okay. Like, why couldn't they do, like, a mini series on kind of what happens in between Frodo leaving or this, that, you know, I don't know. I'm just very surprised because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's even close. Like, Lord of the Rings as a world, worlds I've been most interested in terms of literature only. You shouldn't be back. There should be a 3-minute ad. What the fuck do you mean? There should be a 3-minute ad running right now. Are you serious? Literature worlds. Song of Ice and Fire, #1 for me. It probably used to be Harry Potter 2, but now it's probably Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter's universe is cool. It is. It's really cool. But it's not like I need it. Like, I'm way more interested in seeing more from the Lord of the Rings world. Yeah, I feel super bad for Frodo. Like, that is the hardest part of the end of the movies, but I think it's very important that, like, and it's for you to empathize with people who sacrifice. Frodo sacrificed, right? So, like, essentially, Frodo has, for lack of a better term, PTSD. How could he heal from all that? Right? Especially, like, on top of that, Frodo and Sam saw up close Frodo specifically, what he could have become in Gollum, right? I'm going to take a blanc. Frodo sees up close and personal exactly what he could have become and has pity for him in Gollum, right? So I think that, like, adds to it too, right? Like, cheers, guys. I'm also live on YouTube, and I want to apologize if anybody's been on YouTube. I actually haven't even checked it, lol. But hardly any frame drops. Perfect. Well, that too. Exactly, River. No. Why? Listen, just from knowing what the ring represents and stuff, I totally understand. Right? It doesn't buy. And then knowing whatever he got stabbed with did something and took something from him too. They really drive that home after Frodo gets stabbed, that he'll never be the same just from that interaction with the Nazgul or whatever. No, it makes sense to me why Frodo's all fucked up. That's not hard for me to understand personally. Totally makes sense, right? And Aemon Hen is in the first movie when what's his name dies, when Boromir dies, right? Because, and that, you know what? And this is just, it's how the story goes. This is just a personal feeling. This isn't, this was bad or this shouldn't have happened. Just my personal take. I was so bummed at how, like, it's basically just Frodo and Sam after book 1. Because, oh, honestly, Sam's one of the best characters. Sure, he's a little gay. So what? Like, you know, sure he wants to fuck Frodo. Who cares? You know? Like, Sam's low-key, like, maybe the GOAT of the whole... I mean, I'm gonna be honest. My takeaway from the movie is that Sam is more important than Frodo. Yeah. That's my takeaway. Hold on. I think I had water in my ear, lol. Elijah Wood can get it. Elijah, hold on. Have you ever seen that meme? Oh, it's like Elijah Wood, W-O-U-L-D. And it's him like, something like that. I can't find it. Maybe I made it up. Sam is like, has to be, like Sam, in terms of importance, is essentially just a little below Gandalf, right? I would say. And look, I feel like this is an American thing to be like, who's the most important? Let's rank. Like, I'm essentially ranking these characters. This is the sickness of America. There are $8 Tansy. I'm sorry, I'm so late. There are $8 generals strategically placed in Mordor. You fucking prick. Yo, the orcs were receptive when plied with unbelievable. God's favorite. The great thing about Lord of the Rings. A language that... What do you mean language then world? The great thing about Lord of the Rings that it was a language then world and then story. I don't understand. Can you... So you're saying the way that that J.R. Tolkien created this stuff, right? Is that what you're saying? Like the way he created the world is he made a language and then he made a world and then he made a story? Which honestly, when you say it like that and I read that message... That sounds like, I wonder if George R.R. Martin did that. Because like how I've always felt with Song of Ice and Fire, aka Game of Thrones, was how do you think of this? Like, and then how do you think of these things within the constraints of this world and not our world? And like this, that, and right, it's like crazy. I like how you said that though. Please explain. Yeah, for sure. Sam's like... I do love how all the hobbits, right? Pippin and what is it? Merry? Is his name Merry? Pippin and Merry, like, all the hobbits are so... You would assume when, like, the journey sets out, right? And I think that's a great thing the story itself does, and I'm going to assume that it's very similar, though not perfectly similar in the books, right? Right? We all do need a Sam. I love how the movies kind of set you up to be like, you know, in a lot of ways, the hobbits are kind of like a drag and they're kind of like baggage. But then very obviously, like, Merry and Pippin play a huge role, especially with the Ents and then especially in the third movie. It's just cool how it's not even just, like, thank God they took Sam, Pippin, and Merry. Because at first you're just like, they keep getting in the way. Like, what is it, movie 2? I think it's Pippin. He grabs that orb. And see, that's another thing. After they kill Saruman, you know, there's just a lot. And I appreciate that about when worlds do this. But I gotta be honest, when it's a movie... It's like when it's a TV show, I almost enjoy it more, as when a movie, I want more explanation. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just saying with this story specifically. Like, what is the orb? that Saruman had, and then Pippin grabs it, and all of a sudden, there's a huge, it's kind of like, I think it's Pippin, and it's like, you motherfucker, how could you do this? And Gandalf wants to beat the dog shit out of him. Hold on 1 second, I gotta hock a lug, dude. Yeah, you know? Those orbs are not inherently, they're from Numenor. See, yeah, now you've gone beyond me. I don't even know. So, Tolkien is a philologist. Or a philologist? Did not know that word. Genuinely, philologist, I don't know if I've ever heard. I actually thought you had mistyped. I was like, oh, typo, right? Like, I was like, philologist, to the point where because it's actually not a hard word to read. I was confused by it because I thought it was like a broken word, like a typo. Philologist is an expert who studies language, literature, and written historical sources. Crazy. I didn't even know that was I mean, it makes sense that's a thing. I didn't know that's what it was, I guess. It's like, right, if somebody was like, is there a profession where you are an expert in language and grammar and this, that? I'd be like, of course, I just wouldn't know what to call it. I feel like I also have to catch up on some messages. One of the coolest things I think that Tolkien wrote, so you're kind of saying it's written in a way where essentially the story happens on Earth, in our timeline, is essentially what you're saying, right? It's kind of written in a way where we lost it, right? Because even the way, and again, it's probably the most well done. Like, I want to ask this. I want to ask this to everybody. I don't care if you've seen the movie once, the trilogies, once, recently, or this, that. What do you guys think is the most well done thing in the movie? This is a very broad question, but I'm really interested to see y'all answers. I love this. It could be as dramatic and like specific as like, I think Gandalf's outfit was the most well done. Like nothing was more perfect than that. That's exactly how it was described in the books. That's hypothetical, what I just said. I don't know if that's true. It could be that specific, or it could be, I don't know, maybe. I think the first movie's the most well done from start to finish. It's perfect, right? Maybe. Or, I think the way they represent Frodo putting on the ring and what he sees. Maybe that's the most... What do you guys think is the most well-done thing across the trilogy? It could be the whole trilogy. And it's a very different question. It's not saying the best thing, right? Because the best thing could easily be something... Like, for me, one of my favorite best things is... I'm not a man, and it's what's her name, and she stabs the Nazgul in the face in the third movie. So badass, right? That might not be the most and you could have your own reason for this answer. It's really a question that's crazy broad. You can kind of have your own reasons. I feel like I missed. Okay, let me catch up. Elijah, so funny. Philologist. He was a historian first. See, that makes sense because I know a lot of this stuff with Highgarden, I believe it is. So I believe some of Ice and Fire is based off the War of the Roses or the War of the Gardens or something like that. Yes, I've read that he's taken a lot from actual history to weave into his stories, which I'm going to be real is probably why they're the best. And when you think about it, just kind of sitting here shooting the shit, right, guys? When you think about it, who would you want to write a fiction book? A fictional book, right? A book that is, hey, I'm going to read a book about 4,000 years from now and what the world's like. Or this, that. Right? You're going to want somebody who knows a lot of, just information about humanity in general, right? So it's almost like, what better than a historian? Because he can do things that are real from history, weave them into the story, where people are like, I can't believe this is happening. It doesn't feel real, but I can't stop reading because there's an air of truth to it. I don't know. Right? It's almost like it makes sense. No wonder this dude was able to build this world. The world of Westeros and... Oh, wow. Has it been so long that I don't remember the name of the world in Ice and Fire? Should I grab my books? Do I do that right now?
Oh! It's okay. Nothing broke. Everything's fine. I have this. See, I actually didn't read this one yet, Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, but I did read Fire and Blood, which is what House of Dragons is based on. This book, this is the 5th book in the Ice and Fire. This isn't those other two aren't technically Ice and Fire. This is a fucking reading this. You know what the funniest part about having read a book like this? When you tell people you've read a book like this, they're like, "Huh? You got through over 800 pages at this size page?" And I'm like, "Yeah. It takes a minute." And it's not like it doesn't go through lulls and this that. But I should get what's the world called though? I can't remember. Like, what's the Westeros is the continent. The north, the south. Hold on. This one only has 2 maps. Yeah. This one only has 2 maps. Hold on. I'm getting a little off course here mentally. Rockstar, how are you doing, dude? Howard Shore made the best score I've ever heard. Is that for Lord of the Rings? Because I'm going to be honest, I actually don't love the score for Lord of the Rings. Some of the music got repetitive. We don't have to talk about that. Here's the thing. I don't want to pick apart the movie. For when they were made and what they did and how they brought serious fiction into like the main fold again, right? Kind of made like the way superhero movies did in a sense, kind of making nerdy shit fun or cool or this. There's a reason Peter Jackson and like that whole cast and everybody gets like as much praise as they do. I really don't want to turn this into like a let's pick apart the Lord of the Rings trilogy, even though I've kind of high-key been doing that the last 30 minutes. I guess, and maybe it's unfair. Maybe it's because of just how much I've heard about them over my whole life, right? Those came out in 2001, right? I was 10 years old when the first Lord of the Rings came out. I mean, hey, this shit's been I've known about this stuff for longer than I've been, more than half my life, almost as long as I've been alive. So, when you revisit something, I think this is an example of something I went into with very high expectations, maybe, or I was significantly impacted by how much, kind of like Breaking Bad for some people. Maybe you didn't watch Breaking Bad like me when it debuted, and all you did was hear Breaking Bad, Breaking Bad, Breaking Bad. And then you watched it and you're like, oh wow, this is great. This actually is great. Better than The Sopranos. Why don't we calm down? But it is great. Look, Breaking Bad is great. I'll tell you what I had that happen with. The last season of Better Call Saul. I love Better Call Saul. There was a point where I think I would have enjoyed it and called it a better show than Breaking Bad. I didn't see the 5th season, whatever the final season is. It might be the 6th. Whatever the last season of Breaking Bad is. All I heard was that, like, definitive television, a must-see, standalone content that will live for generations. Like, all I heard was that, whoa, the 6th season, I'm just going to say the final season of Better Call Saul is like masterclass, masterstroke. And again, I love Better Call Saul, especially the first 4 seasons. Whoa, I love that show. I honestly thought the last season was hands down the worst season. And I was severely disappointed and underwhelmed by the final season of Better Call Saul. And I was only a year and a half late to it. Maybe 2 years. I had just heard about it for that year or two after it debuted, right? And then you see IMDb rankings. I'm like, whoa, this must be, this must be like akin to like a True Detective season 1, Sopranos season 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I don't know. I was so disappointed by the final season of Better Call Saul. I've only seen it once. I gotta watch it again. Hated, like, it was like overly, I can't believe I'm saying this. It was like too artistic. There was like too much stuff being done where I'm just like, let's just, maybe it said more about me. I rewatch The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings every Christmas, every year with my husband.
Is that like 30 hours of film? Do you do the extended or the regular? Holy shit. I'm going to be honest. I think I saw the first Hobbit and it was cool. I don't think I saw the third one. I think I saw the first two. They were fun. I'm be honest. I have a bad taste in my mouth with them making the Hobbit, knowing how long the story is, 3 movies. I don't know. It feels like, why not just 2 at most? Like 1 would be great. Why not just 2? Right? I could see breaking it up into 2, do like 2 2-hour movies, okay? I don't know. Like it just left it. The one with the dragon in it was great. Was that the second one? Smaug. What is this bitch's name? I don't know. The dragon. You know, the one with the dragon. With the gold. He's selfish. He's a jerk. Him. You know what I'm talking about. Smaug. There you go. I said Smaug and I was like, oh no, isn't that from stupid new Star Wars? There will be no Star Wars chat in this chat. I don't. Somebody say Star Wars, you're getting timed out for a day. Like, I hope somebody tries it. Because I won't do anything. I would never do that. But I think I have. I don't think. See, that's another thing I don't think I can be. Don't ever believe me or trust me when it comes to Star Wars. I'm never going to be fair. Ever. Trogdor! Are you quoting, because he was Trogdor! Strong Bad? You think I don't know Strong Bad, Strong Sat? Dude. Funniest person in that whole universe was the coach. They're gerbs, dog. Here, dog. There. Trogdor. Because he was Trogdor. Dude, Strong Bad? Don't even... Homestar? I hated Homestar. I always used to think Homestar was... I'm reverting back to my time. I always thought Homestar was a little off. I hated Homestar. I loved the coach. The coach was my favorite. Who was Marzipan? Who was Marzipan again? Yeah, I hate it. Nah, she was okay. I mean, I kind of hated her. Bro. Early internet, bro. Strong Bad, Strong Sad. Don't even try me, dog. Strong Sad's face being Zoloft's logo is like the funniest shit ever. I love Captain Kirk. That's funny. We break it up over a few days, though. I hope so. They went worse with every movie. Dragon. The dragon. You know, the one where he's red. He breathes fire. That one. I don't think they all do that. I don't know this high fantasy bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I don't pay attention to it. Do all dragons breathe fire? What if some of them breathe ice? I don't fucking know. Because it was Trogdor. Is this Trogdor? We'll watch it in a little bit. I don't feel like watching it now, but we will. Don't you worry. There you go. Command. You know what you need to hit Rockstar? Command. There you go. Homestar's website is still up and running. Still up and running. You can even still play the games. Coin. You can still play the games. They're not Flash based. Wait, there you go. They're not Flash based. Are you serious? They are not Flash based. Command coin. Pepper, welcome to the channel. Your message I can't read because it's my auto thing has alerted me that it's shady and I don't need to read it. So we'll see how this goes, but welcome. I just played the type of adventure game like 3 weeks ago. The type adventure game? Oh, on Strong. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. If I saw it, I might remember it, but I don't remember it currently hearing just the title. That's not like Flash based. That's not. I thought all that stuff was, at least the games were Flash based. I might need to take a BRB to go get some water too in a minute. I downloaded the new Oregon Trail. Is there a new Is there a new one? What are you saying? Is there a new one? Guys, Command, merch, new merch shop, up on fourth wall, stoked. Command Throne, you already know, Throne partner. Hashtag Zaddy. No, and then last but not least, the YouTube, if you're not subbed. I am going to take a BRB. I've been standing here and yapping for an hour and 30. Also, I've been talking in to the mic. I'm assuming it's fine. I'm assuming y'all would have told me by now if the mic was too much. I could always just check it, but I'm too lazy. Yeah, I need a quick siesta, real quick. Sounds good to me. Perfect. That's all we needed. I'll be 5, something like that. There you go.
Right? Except too much calcium. Then you end up
Daddy.
with kidney stones in the bathroom taking a piss. Like, ah! Hey guys, this is an open forum. Feel free to share. Me, whenever somebody says an answer I dislike. Chat, there's a ghost in my room! Woo! Woo! The vibes are out of this fucking world, dude.
This summer, a license to thrill.
This is what she sees when I finish. Hot. So I guess like he fucking hit me with like the slow shotgun and then whipped out the fucking I don't know, but it like I was done. It was so quick.
That was his penis.
Yo, join the KH, dude. Say I love her. Yeah. Yo! Stop. Is somebody gonna destroy you? Oh, you just got double teamed, bro. You just got hit from the mouth and the butt. Melkor 2024. No! What? 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 What do... No! What do you mean? There's a way to roll? Nah, that's bullshit. Are you... Artwork of Bowser in the manual? The actual fucking game. Yeah. I want Lizaflos from the manual. Mom, we have Lizaflos from the manual at home. What Lizaflos we had at home? You want Coca-Cola? Or you want Pepsi-Cola? Fucking a hamburger? Beyond Burger. What do you want? Everything's gonna be fine.
Would you cook for Christ?
Never.
No?
I'd spit on him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But like in a hot way.
Yeah? Just give him a nice lube.
Would you cuck for Christ? We've been in Demon Boys for a second. I just didn't
Are we
want to
still in Demon
No,
Boys?
we just...
Yeah, keep your fucking eyes open. Not my... Oh, get it. We where is it?
I humbly accept you, God, as my Lord and Savior, brother.
What the fuck did your mom do to your PS4? What the fuck did she do to it? What did she do to your fucking PS4, huh? What did she do to your fucking... Amen. Praise him. Grab the basket, 2 10s. Throw that up in there, baby. 2 10s in the basket for Jesus. So the name of the game is fucking... No!
I'm cold inside when it comes to Fall Guys. The only time I ever feel a thing.
Do you just ever face sit on your girl or your man and just...
Baking soda. I need baking soda. Oh, shit. I'm getting tired. Now, you only gave $5. Jesus loves you, sure, but the lady over here who gave 20, man, would you like to stand up and speak to God? That's one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Oh, it's so cute. It can barely breathe because it's been bred so that its nose is as close to its fucking brain and face as possible. There you go. See, look, he put his weapon away. Or is he jerking off? Sir? You can go off at any time. It can happen at any time. Oh. Oh, whoa.
Who redeemed this? Hello, am I down with the sickness? Hello, am I down with the sickness?
Parkour. Y'all see that shit? Bro, I could have gone to the Olympics, but instead I went to the lands between. They wanted me for the Olympics, though, but unfortunately... You see my vertical, bro? Brother, you see this shit? Literally fuck with me. Actually fuck with me. You can't touch this. You're a stupid bastard. I'm gonna hit you off and never think about you again. Just like your parents. Chat, boner stream, dude. Stream ends when I'm not hard anymore. I gotta say...
Regulare? The fuck is this espresso shit? The world ate Pootsie before we showed them the gift of our cuisine.
Just resubbed for 34 months.
Next time I go, next time I go with the motherfucking Prime sub, type shit. Where are my glasses? Type shit. 100%. Type shit. Where's the moosey? It sounded good to me. Dude, thank you for confirming that, River.
Dad just resubbed for 65 months.
Dude, PPD was 60. Literally, I don't think, but there's no way anybody's subscribed longer. The longest sub. 65 months. PPD, that is fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Type shit. Lol, he did. Now I get the other emotes. Yeah. Or if you weren't subbed. Dude, wait, you just subbed with your Prime from your phone? Incoming hype train? Almost the sex number. Dude, check back in, dude. Parter, you gotta be there for that. I wasn't subbed, Jizz. Dude, from your phone, you use the Prime. Dude, look at her. I told Ashley this. I don't know if I told chat this. This is dead ass. I had my Amazon Prime connected to... We're on a hype train. Big nut. Big, huge nut. Unsolicited. Thank you guys. I had my Amazon Prime connected to my Twitch, right? But you can't sub to yourself. So I disconnected my Amazon Prime, connected it to my Dr. Chrono account, and now I sub from my Dr. Chrono account to myself with Amazon Prime for free every month. Yes, I did that. Yes, I will sit here and I will look you in the fucking face. Yeah, I did it. What of it? Problem? Dude, guys, thank you for the hype train. Play the system. Play the system? What system? Oh, play that system. I was like, System of a Down?
It's you! It's you!
Yeah. Well, yes, kind of.
How could you, man?
Yo, the level up noise. Play the system king is so from the phone too. Big nut. PPD, dude, 65 months. Nuts. Thank you, Ashley, 34. Love you. Type shit. Oh, Command Ko-Fi. Yes, dude. Ko-Fi. We have a little Ko-Fi goal. We have a dude. I love the dumb little fucking train going all around. Tansy. High key, low key, addicted to the coin. I haven't reset the coin game in a minute. Tansy, how are you not top 3? There's no way. Something's wrong here. I'm gonna be honest. This game is so buggy. I wouldn't be surprised if it stopped counting at one point. Should we reset it? Should we just reset it and make everything you guys have done today obsolete? Or should... Jess, I don't know why that's so funny. Dude, we're on a, what level hype train? Tell me. It won't tell me. Oh, level 1, duh. Unlockable, what are the unlockable emotes? But how long do you unlock them with these hype trains? See, that's the only thing I don't like about Twitch, is they're like, oh, unlock these emotes. And it's like, for what? Like, how long? Info, the conductor is PPD. PPD is the conductor. Honestly, I need the conductor. Is this it? I need it. No, conductor. I need it. Conductor. Conductor Williams tag. I need audio of it.
What song do you hear when you hear this?
Conductor, we have a problem.
And that's where the tag started, but you may hear this.
Conductor.
Conductor. I like the other one too. He has another one. Conductor.
You definitely could hear this.
Conductor.
That one. Conductor.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
You also probably hear this.
Conductor.
Yeah. Right back.
Hard.
Maybe this.
Conductor.
I love this shit.
What song do you hear when you hear this?
Oh man, it's such a great tag. It's such a fucking great tag. I broke it. What did you break? The coin game? Honestly, I think it needs to, I hate to do it. I've been spamming coin. Parter's winning. Till must be rigged. No, I won't. Listen, I'll do a vote. I'll do a vote. Reset coin game? Yes? No. Holy shit. I think it's broken. Honestly, the train reminds me of the Waffle House as kids before the flights. Waffle House before the fights. Wait, the train? Just the train in general, or are you saying that conductor tag? Play the system, King. Command coin. Ashley broke it. Confirmed. Guys, thank you so much for the hype train. Thank you for the 2 subs. Oh, I broke it. I mean, it's fine to reset every game, to be fair. You're right. You're right. The poll is obsolete. I'm just going to do it anyway. Let's see, actually. Let's see. Tansy is in second. No, the coin pusher board is working. It is working. Confirmed. There's Tansy. I just thought Tansy would be number 1, Parter. That's all. She's been doing it. She's been ripping coins into the machine. Fake Muslim. You know what I mean? Fake Muslim. Before the fights, I needed to reread that. It stopped me. The train itself, the Waffle House. Okay. What was near my Waffle House? We had Pancake, the original Pancake House. That's what we had. What was near that shit? I don't even know. Conductor. Let me see here. Let me see YouTube. You ordered the Muslim. You ordered the Muslim. Dude, I'm not even live on YouTube. What happened to my YouTube live? I don't see that I'm live on YouTube. Is my shit? Why is my privacy on? What? Bro, that's the craziest shit ever. I've been streaming for an hour and a half on YouTube. An hour and a half. And I just noticed this. It's very unusual not to have some views. Maybe I don't get a lot, but I'm going to be real. It's very unusual an hour and a half in to have 0 views on my YouTube live. Like that's just not normal. Very unusual, right? To have 0 views. Oh yeah, here we go. And here it is. Live. Like that's just not normal. And I just looked and I can go to my YouTube channel and just look like, what is my live looking good? Is it this, that? So I was like, hold on, let me go over here. For some reason, the live was on private. And I've been streaming for an hour and a half, just private. Just taking up extra. That's fucking, exactly, concurrent viewers. I already have 2. Insane. Like, what? How did that get set, YouTube? What the fuck? Deku, how are you doing, my guy? Come on, YouTube, do better. Be better. Do better. Deku, what's going on with you, thick dick? How you doing tonight? What's going on? I am actually, Deku, we got to talk because I am going to be in PA pretty soon. I'm going to be honest, the trip is very busy and loaded, but I might have a night. I'm going to let you know. I can't promise anything, but I might have a night. And I might put it on you to come to me because I'll take the majority of the trek from California to PA, but I might have a night. I'll let you know. I need to stretch a little bit. Casual, like, yeah, a couple hours. Because I might come explore in your hood, because who knows? Don't tell me where you live, but if I remember where I think you live, it's an area I'm not going to be looking to move to if I do move to PA. However, it's still super close. But like part of our trip, we're going to be going over a couple towns and cities and whatnot to see kind of, hey, where do we want to live? Feel me? So we'll talk, Deku. We'll talk because it's been a minute since I've seen you in person. The train itself, fake Muslim. I used to just stand at these machines and watch. Really? Super fun. I like them. I used to just stand at these machines. Big chillin' and fuck yeah. Would love the county, I think, around here. Oh. PA? Hardly know her. I don't get it. Is that where you were born and raised? I thought you were from New York. Deku, can I get some of your hairline? How do you have such a crisp, full head of hair at our age? Can I get some of that, dude? Did you go to Turkey once and tell nobody? What's your deal? Deku, let me get a little bit of that hairline. Oh, we have fun here. Dude, I'm sitting here and I'm like, it's so weird to have 0 views on a YouTube live. Go to my page. There's not a live. And I'm like, but I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Nothing's broken. Oh, privacy is on. It's on private. Why? I did some black market type shit. I'm not from New York. I'm from New York, aka thankfully not Jersey. What the fuck? The fuck does that mean?
Get the fuck out of here. Oh! 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 Oh!
Too good for Jersey, or is Jersey too fucking good for you? Yeah, I said what I said. Yeah, now you live with it. Yo, Jersey catching strays out here. Listen, dude, if anybody around here is gonna insult Jersey, it's gonna be me. Okay? Can of worms has just been opened. Nah, fuck that. I'm no early bird parter. Fuck your euphemisms. Why don't you take your fucking quotations book and shove it up your ass? Civil War has entered chat is actually fucking really funny. Yeah, literally Marvel Civil War right now. That's actually pretty funny. Get the fuck out of here.
What was it, barking? What was it, barking?
I need to play my favorite moment. It's just too good.
Still, this thing with the dog. How could you not see it on the chair?
You're getting emotional, Tony.
That's because I know what it's like to lose a pet.
Still with the dog. How could you not? Dude, it's the best. It's the best. Taking YM popcorn. Yeah, literally. This is fucking River Styx is Filiatardo. Me and Deku are fucking Sil and Tony. Or Bobby and Tony, whoever. I said what I said. Yeah, you live with it. Oops, what happened to your fucking VIP? Sorry, looks like you wasted your channel points. No, I'm kidding. Let me go get my popcorn is good. Yeah, look. River Styx insult to Jersey. Whatever happened there? Whatever happened there? I will live with it over here in not Jersey. Get my popcorn. Fucking streaming to nobody on YouTube. What's up, Tone? What is your name here? I can't read your... Dude, hold on. Let me see your name here. Tony Dubois? You want to hear something funny? I've actually been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm on Twitch as well. I see you over here on YouTube. Want to hear something insane? I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I had my YouTube live set to private. Why would I have it set to private? I don't know. I can't answer the question for you, but I looked and I was like, how have I had no messages sent or no views even on this, right? Fucking shit set to private. What are you gonna do? Don't ban me. I like it here. And watch yourself. You will appease me if you like it here. No, I'm kidding. I'm not in Jersey. Yeah. Deku over here trying to be a white knight in satin armor. Meanwhile, he doesn't even live in a fucking state. Neither do I. Yeah. Deku talking big, trying to protect where he's from. You don't even fucking live there. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck am I? Lord of the Rings talks are on private in YouTube. Literally. The Lord of the Rings talk had to be private on YouTube. Bro, I'm bummed, dude. We've been having a great hour and a half, 2 hour stream. Whatever, shit happens. I know it's something I gotta check now. Civil War has entered the chat. Is mad fun, Tansy. Too good for Jersey? TOO. The Jersey still runs deep. I'm just being a dick. I'm just trying to be funny, to be honest. I don't live in Jersey, bro. You want to see something Ashley loves that I've forgotten about and's been in my closet? She is, let me say in her words, obsessed. She was like, oh my God, you didn't tell me it fucking lights up and makes noise. I was like, dude, I totally forgot it does. Love it. Need it. Why is my one little piece, you see this? My one little piece of hair just like a mother. Let me do this. The Jersey still runs deep. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, this son of a bitch? Deku, have you been streaming? What's going on with you? How are you? PPD, you've been streaming on and off. I think I was lurking the other day, if I'm not mistaken. Great raid last time in defeat. Great raid. Always a good raid. Fucking, hold on, I actually gotta fix something on my low-key. What is my regulare? It's 2. So what if I do... Perfect. Easy peasy. Okay. Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no 8. Okay, that's fine. At least I know. Easy. At least I know. All right, cool. Now we're actually live on YouTube. That's so funny. The Jersey still runs deep in me, and you know that. Of course, of course, of course. What's your favorite thing about Jersey? Dude, when does the DLC drop in Pokopia? When does that drop? Sorry, I've been messing with my camera a little bit. Dude, Ashley and I played this game last night. It's so fucking fun. Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. It is the funniest game. I'm going to tell you guys how it's played. I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to deadass show you. And I'm going to show you the way God intended. I'm going to bust out. Where's my phone? Oh, you have that game? No way. So you already know how it's played? Legend. Hold on, I want to make sure you guys can't see my fucking passcode on fucking stream. I'm going to explain to you guys how this shit is played. Okay, we're going to have fun here. Do I need to do it with the microphone of the... I think I do. Oh, that opens a folder. Oh, that's funny. Actually, let me exit out of this. Because I do need to turn on... Fair warning, I haven't double-checked the audio here, so the audio might be a little strong. Just fair warning. The noise. But you guys should be able to hear me just fine. Okay. Test. You guys should be able to hear me. Yep, it's working. Cool. All right. I want to show you guys this game because it's actually so fucking fun. So basically how it works is it's called Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. So you cut the deck. That's how it's played, right? Basically, people take turns. You flip a card. And in order, you say, Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. Let me just play it. Pretend I'm playing with somebody just so you guys can get like an understanding. How about that? Taco Cat Goat Cheese. Okay, so I just put down a cheese as we were on in order cheese, right? Right? You feel me? You notice how the other ones we didn't line up with what we were saying? So we just lined up with what we were saying with cheese. So whoever hits the pile first, you essentially win that round. the other person has to add these cards to their split of the deck. You can play with 2, 3, 4 people, right? Basically, it's whoever's hand then is last, right? So we're going to go again. Taco. Oops. Am I smoked out? Yes, I am. Don't mind me, guys. Taco. Cat. Goat. Cheese. Pizza. Taco. Okay. We're going to explain those in a minute. Ignore that. Taco. Cat. Goat. Cheese. Pizza. Let's just say... Okay. So again, taco. First person to slap, the other person gets the pile. The way you win is if you have no more hands. So you guys take alternating turns. So say we're going to play, these are 2 hands here, right? 2 people are playing, right? Taco, cat. Okay. I slap down first. I would add these to my pile. The person, right? You alternate. Taco, cat. If I'm out of cards, then the other person just always goes. Goat, cheese, pizza, boom, right? If you win by having no cards and winning a round, right? You feel me? Okay. Now we're going to get into gorilla, groundhog, and narwhal. Okay, so now we're going to flip the cam because this is fucking hysterical. This game is so fun. It's so fun. So now we're back here, right? What are these 3 cards? There's multiple of them in the deck, right? There's taco, cat, goat, cheese, pizza, but then there's narwhal, groundhog, gorilla. What are these? If you flip one, taco, and it's gorilla, you have to do that. Last person to do it takes this pile of cards. If it's groundhog, on the ground, on the ground, like you just fucking with your hands like that, right? Feel me? Okay. Narwhal, you have to go like this. So again, whoever does it first essentially wins, and then whoever does it last has to take the pile of cards. So that's essentially what that game looks like. It is so fucking fun. To the point where I literally today, Ashley was like, dude, maybe we play on stream. So I got everything set up so that, so that we could sit down and fucking play and fucking see who wins, right? Dude, it is so fun. You wouldn't even believe it. I'm sure it's fun with more people as well. Like, I'm sure 3 to 4 is like the optimal amount for that game. But that's honestly a great game because for just 2 people, it actually is fucking hysterical. And again, it gets you acting insane. It gets you acting out of character, fucking doing this, that. If you flinch, you lose, you take the pile. So, right, you can't like be flinching all the time. Flinching is in the rules. All right, let me catch up here. By the way, how was the audio on that? Because that's the audio from the phone. And then this should be off. Perfect. That's off. Okay. I just want to make sure. Jersey, I have had a lot going on. Okay. Fair. It's not my type of game. I think it's so fun. August 5th, they're releasing 100 new Mons. That's so cool. We have a Hungarian version. I think it's a different order of words. Ours is cat, pizza, taco, goat, cheese. No idea why it's different. Unbelievable. That is so funny. I can't even... You just fucked me up. What's ours? Taco, cat, goat, cheese, pizza. Dude, you almost fucked me up. That, literally reading your version, fucked with me. Sounded good to me. Adam, how are you doing, brother? What's going on with you? How you feeling? This game. Let's do like a test run. No, we don't have to. But it's super fun. If Ashley wanted to play, we easily could. It's funny. She's funny with games. She's really funny with games. She gets more competitive than she realizes. Taco, cat, goat, cheese, pizza, taco. Huh! I did it. Taco. Chat, you get it. Lol. Taco, cat, goat. Sorry, chat. taco. It is really fun. Sounded good to me. That's what we like to hear. Having a hard time with new... Oh, dude, I heard about that update. Isn't it the first update in like 3 years? I love this game. Pizza, cheese, go, cat, taco. I mean, we saw her in Fall Guys. She's a menace for sure. She is low-key. How is that? I heard... I see, that game was actually on my wish list because of you. You talk so highly of that game. Let's see here. Is my PC acting up a little bit? No, it's fine. It's fine. I might need a little snacky, dude. Dude, I love only streaming with one monitor, guys. I'm going to be honest. It's really nice. I really like it. I wish I started streaming. I always have had two monitors. It started affecting like the games I've been playing, and I'm like, nah. It's so much nicer, especially like I said on my desk, just having fucking... Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. Yeah, she is a menace. She is. How long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours? I might go a little longer. I'll go a little longer. I said I'd probably stream about 2-3 hours, so probably hold it to that. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to check something. I got to remember, I actually have a $20 gift card to Costco I got to use next time I go. What is that song? I need to hear it right now. It's Super Smash Brothers. Is this it? This isn't it. Kind of this, I think. It is this. I think this is it. It's Brawl's theme, Super Smash Brawl, which honestly is probably the worst in the series next to the first one. Smash Brawl sucks. Fucking sucks. My sisters and I used to fist fight over Monopoly. I love Monopoly. Parter, I did not see that. My bad. Parter, sleep tight. Get on out of here. Hey, Parter.
Log off. That cookie shit makes me nervous.
Parter, sleep tight. I'm bad at board games. It's okay. Yeah, this is exactly what I was envisioning. This is exactly what I needed when I went to YouTube. Ugh. Log off. Dude, I'm loving... I gotta move more stuff to fourth wall. I'm fucking loving it. Their whole program is literally easier. Bro, Streamlabs, you try to make a new piece of merch, that bitch freezes on you, this, that. It's literally... I don't know how many people here have ever tried to make merch in Streamlabs, their program, their site. Garbage.
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 Trash. Fucking piss. Piss out my ass. Fucking piss, though, for real. It's shit. Parter, dude, sleep tight, my brother.
It's you? It's you?
Yeah. Well, yes, kind of.
How could you, man?
How could you, man? I'm obsessed with this shit. I want to watch this movie so bad. Does anybody know what this is from?
It's you.
Yeah. Well, yes, kind of.
How could you, man?
Literally the worst movie maybe ever, War of the Worlds with fucking Ice Cube, where you can tell he fucking filmed all of his scenes in one day. Bro, it's the funniest movie you'll ever see. And listen, I've only seen it through Twitter when people were freaking out over it. But holy shit, dude. Holy shit. So fucking funny. So fucking funny. Damn, my CPU's getting a little hot. 80? I don't like it. Not at all. I don't like it. Not at all. I don't like it. Not at all. Cool. So I was just checking a few things on this here. On my thing right here. Sorry, I'm just like, this is it, dude. I'm whistling. I just realized I'm whistling right into the mic. My bad, guys. Sorry. It's you? Yo, Parter, log off. War of the Worlds. I can't remember the name. Saw some YouTube video about it. Apparently, it's just the worst movie of all time. What time is it? I've been streaming 2 hours. Pre-roll ads are disabled. Your mother... I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Jesus Christ. That would have been uncalled for. I was just, sometimes I say the first thing I hear back. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Sorry, I'm looking at something online. I'm a little stony baloney. Oh, we're on an ad? Am I gonna get more stony? What time is it? 5? There's still stuff I can accomplish today. Coin. Let's go to the coin. Let's see who's winning. Dude, Tansy, Parter's asleep. You can take back what's rightfully yours. Oh, actually, I said I'd reset this. Let me reset this. I said I'd reset it. We'll reset it. I thought I saw Parter do coin after he said he was going to sleep. I was going to be like... I think I might get off after the round break. Let me see here. Who else is online? Do I want to get off? I think there's stuff I could still do and blah, 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 and maybe this, that. Oh, shit. Sea Nomad is on. Who else is on? Jade Infinite. BSV. NorCal. I don't know if I'm getting off per se. I'm just entertaining it because I'm getting a little tie-tie of streaming. Sometimes when I have those moments, you know what I mean? It's like, getting a little bored, getting a little this, getting a little that. I'm literally whistling in. I actually had to code my own website last week. I wanted to claw my face. It was such a nightmare. River, you could pay me to do it. I know how to code. What kind of coding are we talking? I love it. Offering my services immediately. It is annoying. You should pay me to do it. Oh, sorry. I'm a prick. A little fucking brevity here. Shout out Blind Bat, dude. He literally has committed as a subscription member to the Ko-Fi. He's the first person to do it. I appreciate you, dude. I just checked my email and I get my Ko-Fi monthly notice on the newsletter. I know how to code. It's just annoying. I know. No, dude, it's annoying. That's why you should fucking listen to me. No, I'm fucking with you. It's been hitting me lately. I'm gonna be honest. This is actually a fun, honest. This is always something I'll talk about, or like I always get into a topic like this when it's close to end of stream for me, and I'm just like, how much want to talk about? Let me talk about this. My review went very well, and I'm very, very stoked at my job. Like I am. I'm very stoked. Very stoked. They've clearly made an effort to show me they believe in me, and I know for a fact they haven't done that for others in my team and this, that, and coworkers and whatever. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, and it even like a few things started happening where Ashley said something as a joke, but she was like, "Nah, like this is real. Like people rely on you." And like I'll give you an example. Just one day at work, my homie, a guy I like who I work with, who's like he's just a good guy, right? He's on the design team. I won't name him. He hits me up and calls me for something. It's something that it doesn't have to be me, but he knows I'm gonna answer and he knows I'm always willing to help. He's like come to rely on me, right? In that way. I kind of didn't think of it like that, but Ashley was saying. And then like the other day we're sitting watching Sopranos and I get a phone call at like 5 p.m. on a Friday from a familiar number. And I'm like, I'm going to answer this. I'm pretty sure I know this number. Turns out it's a handyman who always is around my building, who comes around on behalf of my landlord. He's like, hey, Lawrence, I'm sorry to bug you, dude. I locked myself out of the fucking garage. I need to get to my car. Would you happen to be home? He's hyper apologetic. I'm literally there to help him. And Ashley, I came back. She's like, dude, like, this is like, she's kind of like coming full circle with it of like people at work, literally somebody, the handyman, like motherfuckers low-key kind of rely on you. Like, they just know you're reliable. They know if they need something in a desperate moment, you're going to help them out. And then she was like, damn, look at my man. She was like, this is just what she was like, fucking people rely on him. Oh, I thought it was mad funny, but I'm like, dog, like, people do. I'm going to be real. There's 4 people to 6 people at work whose lives, like, I just straight up make better and easier when it comes to a work sense. Not their regular lives, but, like, their work lives. Like, I'm a dead ass say it. It's kind of like the shit I said the other day on stream. I'm not going to, that's another story. Where it's just like, I made your work life better. And I know for a fact, like, there's one person at work who doesn't know code, who frankly, she doesn't have to for her job. She comes to me with a problem that would take her 2 hours to figure out because she doesn't know HTML or code or this, that, because it's a dying thing. Nobody knows it anymore. And to be frank, all these GPT, fucking Copilot, fucking Claude, they don't know how to do it either. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, I actually do kind of, I'm like, what I'm getting at is I'm kind of realizing just from like HTML and classic CSS, I actually have a skill set that is still hyper in demand, that is hyper needed, that, yeah, bro. Like, Copilot isn't coding you an HTML email or website, or specifically email, that looks the same on Outlook, Gmail, mobile, desktop, classic, modern. Like, put it on me. I know how to do that. Motherfuckers don't. Like, I don't know. And I'm just like, this is kind of a twofold thing. I don't know if I'm bragging about it, but I'm talking about it of like, I need to sneeze. Hold on. You know, this whole thing kind of started me super till low. Me talking about how, like, I see, like, I'm going to be real. Like, I never want to be too arrogant or this, that, right? Part of me sometimes I'm like, ooh, I don't need that out there in the universe of, like, karma. I don't know. But the raise I was given and the bonus, I do feel as though, like, yeah, I deserve that, period. I'm shocked that they gave it to me because of the state of corporations in America and what other people deal with and go through, but also simultaneously, I have always done shit that separates me that, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, yeah, give me the chance to differentiate myself, and all I need is 400 days and it'll be like, you couldn't have imagined life without me you can always replace me, don't get it twisted, but it's like, it's almost like, oh yeah, before Lawrence was here, before, like, I could just send this to him, and the thing that would take me an hour, he'll get back to me in 3 minutes with the fix, right? Or the thing, this, that. And so, you know, yeah, when I'm given this raise, I'm like, yeah, give me that, frankly. That's how I feel. It's not that I'm ungrateful, but I feel as though, like, I bring that to the table. And, you know, I've said this before, I'll say it again on stream. Part of my worry with my role wasn't even my role itself, was more so the company I'm working for, because of things I've heard, frankly, through the grapevine. From, like, not just 1, 2, 3 people, I'm talking like 8 plus. I'm gonna be honest, like, I'll say this here. The majority of my marketing team at where I work is not happy with their job. They're not. I've heard them tell me. I've heard them warn this, that. You know, sometimes, I'm just going to be honest, you have to question who to trust at your role, who's being genuine, who's trying to position themselves for people to leave so they're the ones left over. That's real shit. Part of me, 2 people have left who are like very imperative to our marketing team, who I just always think like, why would you like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. These 2 people worked where I work for like, one of them maybe 6 months longer than me and the other 4 months less than me. I'm gonna keep it a buck, like, and I don't know, blind bat. I'm wondering if I said this in our conversations about jobs and just stuff when we met up, like, and I had a lot of reservations about this corporation. I also have to wait for them to give them the chance to correct and or prove to me why they're different, right? The same way they have to give me the chance to prove to them why I'm different, why I'm not going to jump ship, why they won't invest resources into me that don't come back, you know, this, that, right? To be fair, simultaneously, even if a place isn't always being fair, or you feel like I'm not happy with how much I make or the direction, you also have to give them a full year to learn. Like companies, yeah, a lot of times you might not feel comfortable taking that leap and having like a serious conversation that you worry where it leaves you at your job. So that's why you wait for your review if you're working at a certain type of corporation. Like what I'm trying to get at is, I'm going to keep it a buck. These 2 people I worked with, I tried to tell them, if you're at the point of leaving, you have to be ready to also be at the point of having the conversation, right? My plan was to have that conversation once I had an offer in hand so that I would say, I want to stay here though. I'm going to keep it a buck. And 2 of them left outright, just left. And I remember being like, you're not going to wait till your bonus? Like, you're just going to leave a couple, like you're complaining about the money. You're complaining about what you get paid. You're not just going to wait 60 more days to get like essentially an extra half of a paycheck as a bonus at least. You know, that's how these companies work. Like, it just doesn't add up to me. And then simultaneously, you're not going to give this company the chance to make these corrections for you, right? Like when somebody tells me I'm tired at the role, I'm doing a lot and I haven't been taken care of, my first thought is always against the company and pro employee. But then I also always come back around to, when was the last time you had when's your review? When's the last time you had like those specific just for your future here conversations that are outlined once a year? And if it's like, hey, it's been 10 months, my first thought is then going to kind of be, okay, so in 2 months, you're going to have that talk and like, stay patient. You're entitled to be upset. You're entitled to be all these things. I just question when it's like, because I'm going to keep it a buck. I think of one person in particular. The chick who left my job, I'm not going to say her name because that's unfair. She was there. I started, honestly, she might not have even had one review. I think she started around review time, meaning she doesn't get a review, meaning she had to wait till July. She didn't even make it to her first review. And I'm going to be real. In my opinion, that's selling yourself short because you're smoked out. If you worked hard, and she always would confide in me, yes, I worked hard. I'm busting ass. I'm this, that. Okay. So then give them the chance to come back and give you a 10 to 20% increase, bro. Because they might do, like, you don't get to say they take advantage of people here and they don't treat them right if you're only there 10 months. I'm going to keep it a buck. Or 12 months or even 14. And even if I'm having a moment during a job where I'm in that section of time and I'm thinking that, I still, maybe I'm like, they're not treating us right. I still always come back around, right? To, hey, I just need to be patient and wait until I know, right? There can be writing on the wall. There can be this, that. But I could have very easily gotten a job offer, used it against them, and they would have been like, okay, peace, like go, you don't like it here. And then I would have been in another place that might not have taken care of me the same way or this, that. Like I am getting paid at my market rate now. So like, I just think if you're sacrificing and you're feeling as though there's twofold to it. Hey, I'm doing a lot and I feel like it's not being acknowledged. Okay, you have to give it time to your review. And I genuinely think the one person who was there less than a year who left, like you're smoked out because you did sacrifice and you did bust your ass. And you didn't give yourself the chance to be rewarded even. I would go into a deeper conversation of like, you good, bro? Do you have commitment issues? Because like, I'm sorry, 12 months is not enough time to know. Like, only one review cycle is just not enough time. I barely had enough time, and I started about 100 working days, I started 6-7 months before the review, about 100 days of work, right? I was just on the cusp of being at the point where, okay, by the time of my second review, I know, 15, 16 months, right? Listen, dude, there's a ton of people out here who are taking advantage of others in jobs and stuff and corporations. You also have to not let yourself be taken advantage of to the point where you get taken advantage of by like the modern day rhetoric, which is real and valid and true for a reason, but also like, I've said it at every job I've had. I'll say it until the day I die or until the day I retire. If you're giving me a chance, I'm going to differentiate myself. So even if somebody tells me we work remote 3 days a week or 2 days a week, they don't go off. Like, I've had people at this job over the last 16, 17 months tell me, for instance, 2 things. A, they don't take care of you until after a few years, right? Meaning get used to your market correction every year until you finally get taken care of, right? And then B, they don't do more than 2 remote days. And my first thought is, okay, and this is maybe selfish or arrogant, my first thought is for you, they don't do that because you, first and foremost, believe that. So you believe that self-imposed prison walls. Okay, for you, they won't do that because you don't believe they can do that, right? For you, maybe. I'm going to do the things here that make them do that for me. And I've honestly already done one of them. And that's after only 15, 16 months, do one thing, give me more than a market correction, then I've been told by a lot of people, and I'm going to be honest, I've talked to a bunch of people about their review this year who are unhappy. I do genuinely believe sometimes it's an attitude, and I don't know, like, I also am predisposed to it's hard for me to go into a workplace and be a sourpuss. It's hard for me to be anything but essentially the wet. Like, I am predisposed to be lucky in the workplace as well, I will admit. Like, because of my personality, because of my talkative, sociable, this, that nature, though that can also get me in trouble. Like, I just think what I'm kind of getting at here with this whole rant, as I'm thinking about it, is that it's not to be like, lol, for you, but not for me. They'll do it for me because I'm special. No, what I'm really saying is that being different, being viewed or treated better at a job or at a this or that, it does begin here first and foremost. Before that job, just like in a relationship, you have to love yourself before you can be loved. It's kind of almost the same thing at work. Like, if you put these self-imposed like limitations, they're going to come in some which way, shape, or form to light. I believe that. And it did happen, honestly, to me at my previous job in a way because I got in my head a little bit with a few things, like towards the end. But I don't know. I think, like, say you're a worker who you're like, oh man, like other people are always getting recognized or maybe feeling better. I really think it starts here, and it starts with like just doing that good job. And again, I will acknowledge the personality of mine does play a major, major factor. Like, it's very easy for me to say that as well. But yeah, man, I just think of like my one coworker who's been there 10 plus years, and like my heart breaks because I think he's pretty bummed over his review. And like, my first thought is if you're there a certain amount of time, leave, because they've shown you they won't take care of you. So like, you have to leave. I don't know. It's just like everything's like they won't do that until it's not, until you're a valuable enough employee to where they make an exception for you. I don't know. I know my personality helps a lot. So like that, take that with a grain of sand, what I'm saying. Just how I feel. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off. It's been 2 hours, 20 minutes. It's been a nice, lovely little stream here on YouTube for a little bit, and then on Twitch for a lot of it. I appreciate you guys hanging. Give me some of your time. As always on this, what is Saturday afternoon? Me and Ashley are going to go to the beach tomorrow. It's going to be lovely. What was threatening? What I just said? Know your worth and what you said, for sure. No, for real though, like for all the, and Blindback can attest to it because I spoke with him IRL in person about this shit. I was having serious worries at my job and I was wondering about writing on the wall and all this shit. But I also still knew, like, I have to tough it out. Like, I can look around at jobs to feel better. And if I believe I can be a manager now, yes. But, like, with the piece I've carved out at this job, how intense it is, I'm going to be honest, I get away with a lot at my job in the sense of, like, they do a lot for me. I'm very lucky, just, like, before we even get to, like, a money factor in terms of, like, the days off I get, the days from home I get. Like, this is a very progressive company I work for that absolutely takes care of me, and I'm appreciative. But my thought was always, I can earn a lot more and be a manager, and even if the place sucks or isn't as fun, I can justify it with more pay, right? With $30,000 more a year, right? Something like that. This place has taken care of me and got me to market rate, and it's like, I feel like I'm on a path for something. So it's like, and I get all these benefits, right? Feel me? Gelato, how are you? Gelato, how come you always come in when I'm getting off? Pause? Fucking pause?
Pause.
No way,
But yeah, I don't know. I digress. Even compared to Ashley, dude, like, and Ashley has 2 master's degrees. She's a fucking therapist. She's in healthcare. The shit I'm granted at this job, just off like you're a human, here you go. 2 days from home a week. XYZ, all of these things. Your cell phone is partially paid for. You this, that. Like, I get benefits here, I'm going to be real, that are like, I can say nothing but, like, I'm one of the luckiest people in the world in terms of, like, the benefits I get at this job. Now, I've also positioned myself to be like that. That's why I want to work at the places I want to work. And I took a lot of shit to get there and I digress. But also, like, I'm very lucky. So yeah, just, I don't know. I gotta piss. I want to get off. I want to go hang out with Ashley, watch an ep of The Sopranos, pour one out for Vincent Pastore. May he rest him. Such a shame, dude. Such a bummer, dude. Hey, Tone, it's okay that I sit here? And then they just shoot him. Oh, my God. Man, what a show. What a guy. Guys, I appreciate y'all, as always, whether you're here on Twitch or over there on YouTube. Guys, until the next stream, who knows when I will stream again, but it will.